I have a memory I suddenly recall. It was during my final year in high school. On my way home from cram school, I was riding my bike through the cold air. I passed a park and saw a friend of my sister's sitting on a bench. You're Yui's friend, right? It's not safe for you to be here. Hurry up and go home.
Yui's brother? Dad told me to stay out tonight.
Then come over to my place. I'm sure there's plenty of dinner left, and Yui will be happy. I ignored what she said, and I let her ride in the back of my bike. Don't worry, around here the police won't know we are riding double. Your hands are cold. Wear the gloves. I hand her the gloves I was wearing. She puts on the gloves and drops tears.
It's warm.
I could not forget that expression for a long time. It's burned into my mind. This was the moment I fell in love with Yui's friend, Julia Akagi.
You usually work from home, right? Let her stay over. I have no one else to ask.
And now, 7 years later, suddenly my sister comes over to my house and says something out of the blue.
Sorry for the inconvenience.
The one who came dressed in tattered clothes was my sister's friend, whom I hadn't seen in several years. It is that Julia Akagi. Seriously? What? I need an explanation.
She's lost her house, money, and job. She's in a lot of trouble. I hate everything in this world. See? She even started saying lines like a demon king who destroys the world. I haven't seen her in a while and she was like this. I'm going overseas for work next week, and our parents are on vacation right now, right? I don't have anyone I can ask for help. You're my last resort, please!
It's hard to say no when your sister bows down to you over and over again. And I can't just leave a changed Julia alone. I don't know what's going on, but I decided to take Julia in. Now, let me introduce myself. My name is Eiji Aono, a 25-year-old professional gamer and commentator. Recently, I've been working as an esports commentator, and in the future, I want to work for a gaming company. Julia, it's been a while since I last saw you. I haven't seen you since we went to college. Well, I'm the only one in this house, so you can stay as long as you feel like it. I'll make a room for you later.
Sorry, Yui will be working in the US starting in April, so I was just asking for her advice, but... Thank you. You've been so good to me. I will repay this debt of gratitude with all my might.
Julia gets down on her knees beautifully. But it's too much. I feel guilty. It's too much. You're not a samurai, so don't be super formal. It makes me uneasy.
But since you'll let me stay here, I'll take care of the chores in the house. I'll do the cleaning later. To begin, I'll be preparing dinner. I'll take a look in the fridge.
Oh, wait a minute. When she vigorously opens the refrigerator, she finds nutritional jelly, nutritional drinks, and water lined up there. That's all. Julia looks at me with a look of disbelief. Well, I'm all about efficiency.
Riviere?
Let's get delivery today, shall we? Why do you sound like you don't know the word? What do you want? How about sushi? Julia looks at me surprisingly, as if to say, sushi? You mean that sushi? I have no idea why she reacted that way. As it turns out, she has never ordered delivered food or eaten sushi before.
Oh, Nissan, your house is clean, but it's so lifeless that it's hard to feel at home. Are you a minimalist?
I can't be bothered with the hassle of cleaning. I have a separate workroom where I stay too. Also, you can call me Eiji.
Eiji? How do you write it in kanji?
I'll write it down. It's like this. By the way, Is Julia in katakana?
No, it sounds like an English name, but I have a kanji for it. It's quite unique, isn't it?
As we started eating sushi, Julia began to talk about her life.
I've been attending college on a scholarship. When I was about to graduate, my mother told me to come home. I hadn't heard her voice in 4 years, and it was very calm. I was hoping that maybe she returned to the kind mother she used to be. The next day after I returned home, everything was stolen except for my phone and my wallet from which the cash had been removed. My bank book was also stolen, and when I reissued it and checked the remaining balance, I found it was all gone. I lost all my money. To make matters worse, the company I was supposed to work for canceled my job offer due to sudden recession. The company dorm was also canceled.
Wait, that's way too many misfortunes. And too much information. Wait, what? Is this true story?
Yes. My parents lived in a house that was in areas they were forced to move out. Scary people were banging on the door, so I had to run out the upstairs window.
That's why you hate everything in this world. No wonder. I'm so glad my sister rescued her. If you don't have a home, you can live here. If you don't have a job, can you help me with my work? I'll pay you, of course. And when you save up the money, you can figure out what you want to do.
Thank you so much for everything, Eiji-san.
Julia retrieves a palm-sized mascot from her pocket and holds it dearly. What is it? It looks like the threads are frayed and torn. I'll fix it if you want. Give it to me.
Oh, thank you very much. My mom said this was a graduation present. I know I'm weird.
I take it, saying, "No, you're not." Then I noticed there was something strange and hard inside. I carefully unraveled the string and looked inside. There was a small black transmitter that peeked out. I pulled it out secretly, put it in an empty aluminum potato chip bag, rolled it up, and stuck it in my drawer. Thus, Julia is now working as my assistant in my house. She was like an abandoned cat, but she got a little better.
All the housework is done. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Thank you. You're getting used to living here, huh? Then I'll leave you to manage the equipment and do the advertising on social media.
Yes, please leave it to me.
Then, about a week after I took Julia in, suddenly at 3 p.m., someone comes in.
Yes, who is it? Julia, it's been a long time. How have you been?
The one who opened the door and jumped in was my mother, Mikako. Julia, you should check the monitor before you answer the door. Wait, Mom? I thought you went on a round-the-world trip.
Yes, but when I heard from Yui about Julia, I couldn't stop worrying and came back just for a bit. It's been a while. I haven't seen you since I was in high school.
When I show her into the living room, she starts to show her souvenirs with great enthusiasm.
I've been to Southeast Asia and China. Local food, figurines, stuffed animals, alcohol, and more. I got a custom-made owl dye for Yui, but I think Julia can wear it. Try it on. Hey, Eiji, what are you doing? You have a guest over and you don't even serve me tea? Oh, wait. But I bought lots of booze, so no problem.
Mom, I'm working right now, you know?
It's supposed to be your practice time around now, right? You always have meetings at night, so it shouldn't be a problem. How adorable!
Julia is wearing an owl dye. She looks a little shy, but it sure looks good on her.
I've never worn this before and I'm kind of embarrassed. Being embarrassed adds to your cuteness.
You sound like an old perv man. Hey, what are you trying to put on me? What is that?
It's apparently something they wear during Chinese New Year. You should wear this when you're live streaming.
Mom left in a good mood. She's gonna stay in Japan for a few days, apparently. Mom has always been a caring person. Or rather, too caring.
But she's a kind mother and wonderful. It's refreshing to see you being taken care of.
Well, yeah. It's too much sometimes, though.
But you even have Yui-chan too. I'm an only child, so I'm jealous of you. I bet it's fun.
A shadow flickers across Julia's face. She always seems so lonely. No matter how much I think about how to cheer her up, I couldn't come up with a good idea. Hey, Nika? Nika! Eishi? Hey, Nikaemon! My meeting partner calls out to me a couple of times, and I finally noticed. Hey, stop calling me by my real name! It's your fault for not paying attention! Nika is my handle, by the way. Oh, Kijima, what was your first name again? Huh? It's Ryon Hato. Oh, hey, don't call me by my real name either! He's an illustrator working exclusively for me. From creating thumbnails and designing original products to video editing, he does it all. My dad was at the bottom of the school cast when he was a student, so he wanted me to be a strong guy. It's quite an eccentric name, but, well, I've squashed anyone who's made fun of it, so it's no problem. Well, you used to be super violent back in the day. I remember. By the way, back to work. Sorry, but I can't work with you for a while. Huh? What? Why not? I can't do it until things cool down. I don't want to get involved, so you be careful too. What the heck is this? Wait a minute. Hey, traitor! The call was disconnected. I've known him for a long time, but I wonder what happened to him all of a sudden.
Eiji-san? Excuse me, I have something I'd like you to look at.
I was taken aback by the Kijima incident, but when I saw Julia's face turning pale, I understood what's going on. What's up, Julia? Is something wrong?
Well, I was checking your official social media page, then I saw this.
I looked at the screen on my computer and wrinkled my brow. What's with all these spam comments? Lots of spam comments were there on both social media pages with an abundance of censored words. I'm getting spam emails too. Most of the comments were posted from disposable accounts, but old-time haters are also taking advantage of it and getting excited. What's more, there was a post with a photo. This is a photo from when we went grocery shopping a few days ago. A picture of Julia and me walking towards the apartment. It's accompanied by the caption, "Famous pro gamer caught in a love affair?" There are also comments like, "I'm disappointed." No wonder my followers were decreasing. I'm not one of those Japanese pop idols forbidden from having love affairs, though. It's become quite a spectacle. Some of them have even attacked Kijima. That's why he distanced himself from me, huh? It's ridiculous, but understandable. I wasn't too bothered, but Julia kept trembling.
It's my fault. I've caused you trouble.
No, it's not your fault. It's the fault of someone who hates me and spreading false rumors. But this is way too malicious. You would need a lot of personal grudge to go this far.
I'm leaving here. Thank you for everything.
Julia tries to leave while looking down, but I grab her hand and stop her. You did nothing wrong. There's no need for you to leave.
But because I was with you, such terrible things have happened. Your followers are decreasing too.
This is nothing. Don't feel guilty about it, please. Rather, I feel embarrassed that I couldn't help you until you were so cornered.
Why? Why are you being so kind to me? I'm not worth it. I have nothing to give in return. Why are you being so kind to me? I'm just a friend of your sister.
I tried to explain it well, but I couldn't. Instead, I gently held Julia's hand. She didn't lift her face, but said,
It's so warm.
Considering the situation on social media, I decided to ask her to only take care of household chores for a while. As for me, I'm busy dealing with the spams and explaining to business partners. Hey, Ryan Hato, I have a favor to ask you. I told you I can't work with you. You must have received spams too. Then we should deal with it together. I want to ask you to analyze some images. You're good at that kind of stuff too, right? It's affecting someone important to me, so please. Identifying the users who made the post, consulting with a lawyer. I take one step at a time. I can't let them get away with it.
Hey, Eiji-san, dinner's ready.
Thank you, Julia. The food you make is always delicious and makes me happy. I smile and respond in a bright tone. I don't want to worry her even a little bit. But she still doesn't smile as much as before. I should talk to Mom about it too. And 2 days later, a scandal erupts. Yes, who is it?
Hello.
On the monitor, there appeared a middle-aged woman and a man. Their appearance can hardly be described as neat, and they have stern expressions.
Oh wait, my parents! Why are they here?
I knew they would come. I'll handle this. Julia, stay hidden. I open the door while keeping the door chain on. Then, a pair of metal cutting scissors are twisted in, and the chain is cut. Hey, Julia's here, right? You kidnapper! Hurry up and bring out my daughter! The man pushes me and enters the house. What you just did is a serious criminal act. I don't know anything about your daughter. If you compensate for the damages, I will let it slide.
Don't mess with me. You deceived my daughter. Julia! I've come to pick you up. Come out!
The two of them enter the living room and my office with their shoes on, searching for Julia. What makes you think that your daughter is here? Did you keep an eye on her all the time or something? Oh, so it was you who harassed me? You had your photos on social media, so you got caught, huh? Shut up! Who do you think you are, you brat? The man got angry at my calm tone and slammed the computer monitor and equipment on the floor. Then, there was a clicking sound from the closet. The man smirked and headed towards the closet. So you were hiding there? Don't make me waste my time. They forcefully open the door, and an unexpected person stands in front of them.
You're Julia's parents, huh? Just as I heard, you're a rough bunch.
It was my mom. When I consulted her about Julia not being well, she immediately rushed over and has been staying with us for the past 2 days.
Who are you? I suppose you want to say that. I'm that boy's and Yui's mother. Yui's Julia's friend. What do you want with Julia? I've heard the situation from her. You took all her money and disappeared, didn't you? It's too late to come and pick her up now. What do you think your child is?
An intensity that I can't imagine from her usual cheerful self. Even though she should be on our side, I couldn't help but hold my breath. What? It's none of your business. Besides, Julia is at fault. She has been causing us trouble all this time, without even providing us with financial support. Because of her, we ended up borrowing money. So she should be the one to pay for it.
That's right. But she ran away and got sheltered in a place like this. She's shameless. What do you think my child is, you say? Of course she belongs to us. We gave birth to her, so it's only natural that she serves her parents, right?
In a low voice that could shake the ground, she scolds them. The weight of her words makes Julia's parents fall silent.
Is a child a tool owned by their parents? Stop joking around. Being born safely and growing up in good health is enough to repay their parents for a lifetime. You know, I have Eiji and Yui, but there was supposed to be one more child. Eiji's the second son. The first son, Eiji, died in my womb. I couldn't give birth to him safely. And I was able to experience the joy of becoming a parent, the joy of seeing my child grow, thanks to Eiji and Yui. Julia isn't your tool. You have no right to be her parents if you can't wish for her happiness.
My mom takes a breath. Then she glares at Julia's parents with an even stronger gaze.
And you caused trouble for Eiji, trying to trap him using the internet. How cowardly!
Wait, what basis do you have for saying that?
They still keep talking back, so I stepped forward. Even with anonymous postings, you can be identified. We have already tracked down the internet cafe you used. And it was due to the GPS that Julia had on her that you found this place, right?
Huh? No wonder there was no response from it since a while ago.
And as for the photos you posted on the internet, you took them, right? Your figures were reflected in the glass.
What?
There are plenty of other evidences as well. You wanted to make me a target of public criticism and make Julia feel guilty, didn't you? The two struggle to speak. Then, a police officer arrives just in time. Julia had called them in advance. Breaking the door chain, trespassing with shoes on, property damage. They were immediately arrested. They were taken away while screaming. Julia appears as they leave the house.
Julia! Please, I'll forgive everything that happened until now, so help me!
Perhaps disappointed by her persistent mother, Julia quietly lowers her gaze. Then she raises her smartphone and mutters softly.
I recorded everything. Don't ever come to see me again. Goodbye, the people who used to be my parents.
In the subsequent interrogation, Julia's parents are found to have committed numerous other crimes. Their imprisonment is inevitable. Afterwards, most of the malicious posts on the internet were deleted, and the controversies involving me had largely settled down after a few weeks. Photos have been circulating, but I couldn't speak about the actual situation as it was. I released a brief explanation of the situation and an apology letter. And Kijima seems to be doing well as usual.
Eiji-san, I finished packing the things here. Is it really okay for me to come along with you?
The new place is bigger than here, so it's not a problem. As long as you're okay with it, I'm more than happy to have you.
But my parents will be released in a few years. I wonder what they will do then.
That's exactly why someone should be with you. I've secured a job with one of my sponsoring companies, so it wouldn't be easy for them to harass me again.
Thank you. I wish I could be a real family with you.
Then, let's become a family. Julia is confused. She is honest but thick-headed. I explained further with a slightly sullen face. It's embarrassing to say this. So what I'm saying is, why not marry me? Her jaw drops in surprise, and then tears start streaming down her face, and she hugs me. And I hug her back. I finally managed to express my feelings to her.
Back then, the gloves you lent me were so warm. I've held on to that memory all this time. I love you, Eiji-san. I love you so much. I want to be with you forever.
Yeah, let's be together. We can overcome any hardships as long as we're together. Julia will become my family. If we get to have children in the future, they will become our treasures. The joy of being a parent, the joy of watching our children grow, just like Mom and Dad cherished me and Yui. I'll treasure every single moment.